Yeah, it's like being with a 12-year-old boy, essentially. That's my humor. All right, I won't make any fart noises. I'll try not to. Uh, Here we go in. Hi, Pete. Oh, wait, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Make Me a Nerd. I'm Mandy Kaplan, a mainstream mom whose mission it is to explore the world of nerd culture that I've been missing out on and afraid of my whole life. Now, I started this journey 2 years ago, I think, and one of my first guests was the incredible Justine Huxley, who has since become an absolute superstar in the nerd world, and I can't wait to hear more about it. She is back on the podcast for a fourth time, I believe. Third
I
time?
think
Fourth
so.
time?
Third or fourth, yeah.
It is actress, singer, voiceover star Justine Huxley.
Hi,
Welcome
thanks for
back.
having me again. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I have been a nerd all my life, but I think in the last, well, being I think a voice actor, as you know, Mandy, we get to do a lot of nerdy things.
I'm going to stop you. I'm getting a very
Yes.
strange crackly noise. Are you hearing it?
Oh, I am not.
It could be your hair. Is there another microphone on the other side? Or
I
no?
will put my hair back.
No, I'm just getting crackles. Talk.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you
Hi.
log out and log back in? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sorry.
problem. No,
Thank
no
you.
worries.
Sorry. Okay, talk.
Can you hear me now? Is it
Yes.
still crackling?
Nope.
Okay, great.
I logged out too, just in case it was on my.
Okay, cool.
So let's start over, just for ease,
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes.
Here we go, Pete, for real. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Make Me a Nerd. I'm Mandy Kaplan, a mainstream mom whose mission it is to explore the world of nerd culture that I've been missing out on and afraid of my whole life. I have a very special returning guest. She is an actress, she is a singer, she is a voiceover superstar. And when I first asked her to do this podcast 2 years ago, she was a little unsure what she could nerd out about because the things she was nerdy about weren't considered classic nerdery, if I'm using that word correctly that I just made up. But now she is a full on D&D nerd. It's Justine Huxley.
Yay, thank you. Yes, I definitely have become a full-on D&D nerd. Was I got into D&D because of voice acting, which is also very nerdy because video games and cartoons are nerdy and in the best way possible. I love being a nerd. I've always been a musical theater nerd, but I didn't know anything about D&D except for the fact that it was called Dungeons and Dragons and that you role played.
Mhm.
And so I couldn't really see myself in it based on the fact that I heard, the game was super long and you have to devote so much time to learning it and everything. And then because of voiceover, because of the game that I'm in, Apex Legends, I had a friend that asked me to play on stage with her and some other voice actors, and I got hooked. And 2 years in, I am loving it so much. And what I just did a couple weekends ago was I played D&D live at the biggest tabletop gaming con in the country called Gen Con in Indianapolis. The amazing voice actress and on-camera actress and theater actress Anjali Bhimani is she's a fabulous D&D player, but she also has become this incredible game master or dungeon master and does this show called The Puppy Roll, which is a wonderful show of D&D where we all play puppies in the show. And I played an NPC or a non-playable character puppy named Lily, who's a hound. And because Anjali just told me the other day, because of my performance and how we highlighted the character, this actual dog that you can adopt, there's a family that is really interested in adopting Lily, which I was so excited about. So sweet.
Oh,
And the puppy roll raised a ton of money for Petco Love, the charity that we do the show for. She usually does the show, I think, once or twice a year. And it's just a fabulous cause. I believe the website is thepuppyroll.com if people want to get involved or are interested in adopting puppies. They also brought out 3 adoptable puppies on stage that people
ugh.
could adopt, and one was adopted,
Oh, God.
which is
And you just,
incredible. Yeah,
how do you not just eat them, right?
exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
now, I am very familiar with the mainstream version of this, the Puppy Bowl, which happens during the Super Bowl, and they,
Right.
and now they have Kitten Bowl. And
Yes.
I gotta tell you, I watch every minute of it. I love it
Oh, yeah.
so much because
Me
watching
too.
not dumb, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry to the puppies of the world. Watching innocent puppies
Yes.
play and having people commentate as if they're actually playing football is
So cute.
hilarious. I love
Yeah.
it so much. So I am
Yeah.
familiar with the concept, and I love that you did this. I love that you're performing all over the country and the world doing D&D. But I want to ask you, the very first time you played, about when I started this podcast, were you terrified?
I was terrified because I really didn't know what I was doing. I don't like being on stage performing in front of people when I don't know what I'm doing very much.
So
Um,
you're not an improv gal.
I have been, but it always had terrified me. Um, and I think just doing it more and more, I've done, I think, over 50 live shows now in the last 2 years. And now I'm just so much more comfortable with it. And the first time I ever played, I thought to myself, just try it, see if you like it. We'll see what happens. And I loved it. I loved being I always love being on stage. I'm an
Yes.
actor.
This I
But
know.
yes,
Because she's done miscast many, many, many times.
yeah, like 15 times or something now. Yeah, I always love being on stage and I love role playing. And I think for me, D&D is more fun than just straight improv where you have no idea what you're doing. At least D&D has rules and you're playing an actual character. So you're not just playing yourself in a situation, you're playing a character. The character has a backstory. It's basically like doing a live play, but you're improvising what the
Right.
character would say,
Right.
which I think is more fun for me than just straight improv.
Now, I'm a casual observer, and I'm going to say 3 phrases that you have used in the last 3 minutes. What do these phrases actually sound like? Dungeon master, live show, and role play. It all sounds like sex work,
It does. It all sounds like that.
right?
You're right.
I'm sure the puppy role is some position I don't know about.
Right. That's so true. I never thought about it that way.
It's
Yeah.
pretty sexy stuff,
Yeah, it
Justine.
is.
All
Yeah.
right, keep it in your pants because we are not here to talk about sex shows, unfortunately.
No,
No.
except that my character, one of the funny things about my character, she's very naive. She's very um sweet and lovable and just loves giving hugs and cuddles, but one of her attributes is she doesn't know how to do the romance. And so she's just totally clueless and wants to be a good wing woman to her friends that do know how to romance, but she really has no idea. She set one of her friends up with a weed, with a plant. She just has
Mhm.
no idea. So, yeah, she's very unsexy.
As am I.
No, I saw your movie, Mandy.
Oh, what movie is that, Justine? Is that 30 Nights of Sex to Save Your Marriage, available on
You
Tubi
got
and
it.
other streamers. Oh,
You
okay.
got it.
Uh, so when I said want to come back on the podcast and what are you
Yes.
into these days and what are you nerding
Yes.
out about, I was a little surprised when you chose Fackham Hall.
Oh, love
But
it.
I want to ask before we dive into Fackham Hall, are you a Monty Python person? Because that's this kind of humor.
Yes, I very much enjoy Monty Python. Monty Python. I loved Spamalot, the musical.
Yes.
For me, this is very like British Airplane
Yes.
humor.
Naked Gun.
And I
Yeah.
love Airplane. It's one of my favorite comedies. I just think it's so silly, so ridiculous, and it just makes me guffaw and laugh out loud every single time. The other thing about this movie that I love so much is that I love British things. I'm one of those Anglophiles, Americans who love British shows, movies, plays. I love Brits. I love Brits.
Okay.
I always tell Scott, my partner, I always tell him if you had a British accent, it might just make you even higher on the list for me. I just love Brits.
Okay, let's dive into that. So does he feel less than because he doesn't? Because
No,
he's a
he'll
stupid
do a British
American?
accent for me sometimes.
Oh, hot.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're back to
Yeah.
the sexy stuff. So this movie it's called Fackham Hall, and it really is the Naked Gun treatment
Yes,
of
Naked Gun,
Downton
for sure.
Abbey.
Yes.
Right? It's Downton Abbey. That's what it is.
Downton Abbey, upstairs, downstairs.
Right.
It's all the PBS shows, the PBS British shows. It's also, spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't seen it yet, it's also switches midway to an Agatha Christie comedy.
Yes.
A murder
it does.
mystery Agatha Christie. So
Yes.
that's really fun too. So you get both British worlds. And it's a period piece. And I love British period pieces. I watch Call the Midwife. I watch, Downton Abbey. I watch all the PBS murder mystery and feel good shows. The one about the vet in the in Yorkshire. I love them.
Okay. Well, if you are listening and you are thinking, "Oh, I meant to watch that," I recommend pausing the podcast, going and watching it, and coming back for this love fest about Fackham Hall, because it's just gonna be two people laughing and sharing the funniest parts, and those will all be spoiled for you. So go ahead and watch it and come back. Welcome back to Justine and Mandy's Fackham Hall.
Fackham Hall.
Yes, the opening sequence where they get into the mansion, and it really feels like Downton Abbey. The music is perfection, but the detail they include, it's whoever did the set design and the costumes was spot on. Everything was great, and they're showing in the downstairs part of the mansion that when the bell rings, you can tell which room is which. Every room has a bell. Yeah. And they show you, this is the parlor, this is the, maid's chambers, this is this is the masturbatorium.
Yes. and the bell falls off.
And the bell is like ringing, and then it falls off. Yeah.
Had you seen this before I mentioned it, or is this your first time seeing it?
I had, and I laughed, but I didn't pay much attention to it. I think I put it on in the background when I was doing other things, and so I missed a ton. So this time I really focused.
It really goes so fast. It just joke after joke after joke after joke. It's brilliant like that. I love it.
Yes, and you can't look away, because not only is it packed wall to wall with jokes, which it is, but there is a real plot and there are real plot twists, and if you tune out like I did the first time, you're not following along. And they took care to give it a real plot. A plot that on some level makes sense. But it does not that it matters, but
it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Right.
And something I love about it that I just found this out today, I didn't realize when I was doing more research for it, is that Jimmy Carr, who plays the vicar, he is one of the writers of the movie.
Oh, he's not credited on IMDb. Yes, and I'm a big Jimmy Carr fan.
Wikipedia, and he had an interview about writing the movie.
Okay. I'm not questioning you.
Just wanted to
Slow
put it out
your
there.
roll, Huxley. I was just saying I didn't see his name as a writer. He is a brilliantly funny,
He's so
very
funny.
edgy comedian. He
Yes,
he appears he's perfectly cast as a vicar. He
perfect.
looks very conservative. You could imagine him playing the prime minister or being the prime minister. He has an
Yeah.
upper crust accent, and then he famously did I think the Tom Brady roast on
Oh, did he?
Comedy
I didn't
Central,
realize that.
or he did one of the roasts that made me, I just fell in love, and I was like, who is this guy?
I
And
love him. He has some of the
oh,
funniest
it's Rob Lowe,
game
sorry.
shows. Oh, it's Bravo. Yeah, he has one of the funniest game shows. I think it's called 8 out of 10 Cats. And it's just so silly. It's always packed with a bunch of the best British comedians. And then I don't know if you've seen this, Mandy, but one of my favorite shows right now, and I can't believe I didn't mention this on something to talk about on this podcast with you, is
Yeah.
Last One Laughing. Have you seen Last One Laughing on Amazon
No.
Prime? Okay, maybe
No.
that's our
All
next
right.
episode. Okay, Last One Laughing. He hosts the British version, so they have so many versions from all over the world, and it relates to this because it's comedy. He so basically you have a host, and then you have comedians in a room that are locked in a room for 6 hours together, and they have to make each other laugh. I think it's usually like 10 comedians or 12 comedians. They have to make each other laugh, and whoever laughs first is out. And so
Out.
who
Yeah.
the last person that's laughing wins for charity, or they just win the trophy. It depends on the country. I don't think England they I don't think the UK they win anything except for the title. But I first got into it in COVID because it came on with the Australian version came on and Rebel Wilson was hosting, and it was
Ah.
hilarious. I didn't know any of the Australian comedians, but I just fell in love. I watched the German version, the Swedish version, the French version, the Spanish version, the Italian
Whoa.
version.
And it didn't occur to you to choose that for my
Because
podcast.
it was like on 6 months ago. I've watched the Irish version, the Canadian version, and now the UK version just had their second season, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. And it has some of my favorite comedians, Alan Carr, who's incredible, who was on The Traitors, the UK celebrity version of The Traitors, and just some of the best British comedians, and Jimmy Carr is the host of that, and he's hilarious. So I wouldn't expect anything less of him for this
Yes.
movie because he's so good.
He's so smart. He's so foul mouthed. And the bit that they do with the vicar is that his punctuation is wrong. And I didn't write down any examples because I could have, we could have just
We could have
quoted
gone
them.
on forever.
But he says terrible things, about Jesus and God and choir boys, and he makes all of these gaffes, and then when he goes back and puts a comma in the correct place, it's a totally different sentence, and it works every goddamn time.
It really does. And one of the funny things about Jimmy Carr is that well, this is not funny, but he has dyslexia in real life, which
Oh, okay.
is, it really works for the character.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he decided to put that in for, putting his dyslexia as a comedic thing because, we laugh out of pain and, hardships. And I just thought it was so perfect.
Yes. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to dive into the plot of this movie, Fackham Hall, when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. While I have your attention, I'd like to let everybody know that Make Me a Nerd is a production of True Story FM, engineering by the peerless Pete Wright. My theme song is Wonderstruck by Jane and the Boy. You can get me on social media at Mandy_Kaplan_Clavens on Instagram, or Mandy Miscast on TikTok. And if you would be so kind as to leave a review on Apple Podcasts for the podcast, give me a shout, write a review, and I'll give you a shout out on the air. And if you're feeling really supportive, go to makemeanerd.com/join, and hitting that button will get you your episodes ad-free and early, and my eternal gratitude. Thank you so kindly. Okay. So one thing I wanted to mention when you were talking about last one laughing,
Yes.
is a past episode I did with Kyle Olson about Game Changer. Do you know Game Changer, the college dropout?
I don't.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
I have heard of Game Changer. I've seen some clips. Yes, yes, yes.
really funny, and they
Yes,
do
very
weird
funny.
like challenges that are physical and funny. And
Yes.
yeah, so highly recommend listening to that episode if you'd like, and then trying to get access to Game Changer. It's really the best of the best, just having fun and letting us watch, you know? And that's what
Yeah.
it sounds like Last One Laughing is.
Yeah.
Uh, Here we are in the lovely Fackham Hole, and the butler is named Cyril. And Cyril is always just lurking in the background. And finally, Lady, what's the family's name? Davenport.
Davenport.
Lady Davenport says, "Do you ever worry that Siri is listening in on all of our conversations?" And it's just perfection.
And there's also an Alexa joke as well.
Yes,
Yes.
which I found
So good.
predictable after the Siri reference. But
Right, right.
and it was like the way she pronounced Cyril was like, "Do you ever worry that Cyril?" You know, it was perfect. So they established this wealthy family, and then they hard cut to a good-looking guy on the streets named Eric No One, who grew up in an orphanage, and the mother superior it brings him to the orphanage as an adult and introduces him to this older gentleman and says, you know, our doors are always open to unknown men with an interest in specific children. And this creepy guy's like, yeah, I came here for Eric No One. I mean, it's just so on the nose.
Yeah, and then you find out he's not wearing pants.
Yes. Oh,
It's
it
so
doesn't
funny.
let up.
Yeah.
It's a hat on a hat on a hat on a hat, and I love
Yeah.
every one of them.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. And then so the old man says, I have this letter to deliver to the Davenport mansion to Fackham Hall. Go be on your way. And he says, nothing is going to stop me. And then he gets on his bike. So I'm certain that sheep are going to come into the road and stop him, right? A flock of sheep or a car or a tornado. But no, the film's title swoops onto screen and knocks him off the road a little bit. And I just thought that was so much fun.
Yeah.
To use
Totally.
graphics like that.
Yep. Yeah. And then he literally is knocked off the road by the daughter, which is perfect. And their love story is so cute, and you just want them to be together so badly. And it's just adorable. I just love them. I love that actress too. She was in Jojo Rabbit.
Thomasina McKenzie, yes.
Yes, Thomasina McKenzie. She's so cute.
She's
Love
so
her.
good.
Yeah.
And it's strange that you care so much about these young lovers because really it's just a series of fart jokes. And yet we do care somehow.
Yeah, we really do.
They're
so cute.
Adorable together. So they arrive at Fackham Hall. Do you remember what the gate above it reads?
It's incestus ad infinitum, I believe.
Incest without end.
Yes.
Because Rose's older sister Poppy is engaged to her cousin, and they keep marrying their cousin.
By the wonderful Tom Felton.
Oh, I don't know him.
So he was in Harry Potter. He was the little villain boy in Harry. Have you seen Harry Potter?
Yeah, but I don't like to talk about it.
Got it. Anyway, so it's fun that he's playing this like very funny character.
Gross.
And in Harry Potter, he was so mean and
was he Draco?
Vile. Yes, he was Draco.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So he had the blonde hair, and he's so different now. You know, he's older. He has the dark hair, and he's gross in this, but he's like funny gross. He's not like mean.
No, he's very hapless.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really care. He just wants to take over the mansion and marry someone. He doesn't really care who.
No, doesn't care.
Picky.
Right.
Oh God, I'm just anticipating some things, but I want to go in order. So
I know I got my notes too.
So they're going to have a wedding. Rose is our leading lady. Her older sister Poppy is going to marry this gross guy. Why can't I think of his name?
Davenport.
Yeah,
It's
but I
another
can't. Oh,
Davenport.
but his first name anyway.
Oh, his
Uh,
first name. I can get it for you. His
so
first name is Archibald Davenport.
Archie, yes. So guests arrive, and this rich British guy gets out of the car with his American wife. And he's like, please, they don't understand Americans here. Don't be so American. And she's like, okay, why would I? And then whips out a baseball bat and slings it over her shoulder and marches into the manor. It is so dumb. Like
Yeah.
she's carrying a baseball bat
Yeah.
for no reason.
I love it.
Um, the I talked about the attention to detail, which is so, and if I skip something that you want to laugh about,
No,
by
go
all
for
means,
it.
bring it up. The way everything is decorated is so lavish, and there are jokes hidden everywhere. So I'm sure if I watched it 3 more times, I would pick up on way more. But one thing I loved is downstairs where the servants are, there's a sign on the wall, like it almost looks like artwork or a PSA, and it says it says unionizing causes cancer.
I missed that. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
It's just perfection, and it looks
So
like a
good.
genuine, something that would be up in the hall where all the
Yeah.
servants work.
Yeah.
Oh, and live.
It's so good. I also just love Damian Lewis as the father, as Lord Davenport. He's so great. I usually see him in these very dramatic roles. I
Yes,
hardly ever see him
Homeland is
in these,
all I
yeah,
know him from.
Homeland and the Forsyte saga. He's so gross in that. It's another British period piece that I love.
Okay.
And he's just very serious usually. And he is so funny in this, like the whole Heimlich maneuver that he gives on himself.
Yes.
And he gets shot a million times and with bows and arrows, and he's somehow alive still. Like he should have died so many times in this movie, and spoiler alert, he finally does. But
Yes.
he's so good at the physical comedy. And you never know when a dramatic actor is also good at comedy unless you give them a chance. And I'm so glad that he was given this opportunity because he's so spot on with the physical comedy. I love it.
He's goofy as hell, and I can't
Yeah.
find the quote. Like when he's dying and he gets stabbed and the knife is there, and then he's like, quick, use the gun and shoot out the knife. And then he's like, and then he gets shot and he's like, use acid to burn the bullets out of my body. And he keeps suggesting a new deadly thing to fix the old thing. I can't
Right,
find my notes,
right.
but oh, I was
It's so good.
cackling. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a shocking cast,
So
getting him
good.
in this. And
Oh yeah.
and I should mention another one of my favorite actresses who's not shocking is Anna Maxwell Martin, who Motherland. Are you familiar with that BritBox? With
I
the,
have never seen Motherland. I've
I
got to
think
see
that's
it.
what it's called. Am I getting that right?
No, I'm not sure. But
She is so
yeah, I love
twisted.
her. I've seen her
Yeah.
in many things before, and
Yes.
she's a fantastic actress. I love her. She's perfect for this role too. She's so funny.
Oh, she's so funny. She plays like
Yeah.
the the head of the downstairs. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
think
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
no,
think
no,
of
yeah.
who it was on Downton Abbey, but they seemingly have counterparts
Oh,
for some of them.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Like the great aunt Bonaparte, who just says the most ridiculous things in this. She's totally
Dame Maggie
the
Smith.
dowager countess. Yeah, Dame
Yes.
Maggie. She's my favorite character in this whole movie. She says the
Oh,
most outlandish things. I just love her so much. She's so funny. I just laugh so hard when she comes on screen.
it's this freedom you have that something like Family Guy has similar freedom. You don't
Mm,
really have to follow any rules. It doesn't need to
right.
be realistic or make sense or
Right.
exist in the real world. So you just have the freedom to be like, you know what might be funny? And then you just get to do it. And
Mm-hmm.
it's delightful. It's so
Yeah.
freeing.
Yeah.
Uh I, okay, they make a joke that is so funny, and then it comes back at the end when I can't remember, they're at the party and they are introducing everybody, and you see these two gossipy ladies and they're like, oh, he's so handsome, oh, I wish I could marry him, oh, do you think they'll consummate or whatever? And then they say, "Oh, have you met the Bechdel sisters?"
Yeah.
People, that joke slayed me.
It's so
It's
good.
so
So
next
good.
level. And
Yeah.
yeah, oh, the word delighted keeps coming to my mind. I just absolutely loved it. We
Yeah.
already talked about the priest's punctuation issues in Jimmy Carr,
Yes. Yes.
but my biggest laugh is coming up right after this. And we're back. When Rose and Eric, our two ingenues, are in the loo, because now I use British terms, and they're having this big heart to heart moment. And then there's a guy next to them having loud diarrhea. I couldn't stop laughing. Why am I a 12-year-old boy?
It's always funny, no matter how old you are. It's just funny.
I couldn't, it just went for it in a
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels Dumb and Dumber
Oh,
outlandish
totally.
way.
Yeah,
Oh, I loved it so much.
definitely.
And I love that they were being all romantic in the bathroom next to
Yeah.
that.
It's so good. I I love that. I also love when Eric is pouring the children at the part. Like you don't see who he's pouring the champagne to, and then he pours like full glasses of champagne to these very tiny children that are probably like 4 years old. It's just so stupid funny.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know that actor, but
I
he
don't
is
either, and he's wonderful.
charming as all get out. I think
Yeah.
also was a child actor, which would make sense.
Okay. Yeah. He's adorable and so funny. And yeah, I just
Ben
think he's
Radcliffe.
fantastic. Yeah, he's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all great. I didn't find a weak link.
No, they
Uh,
were all fantastic.
oh,
Yeah.
his IMDb picture is dreamy. Because he's goofy in this. He's cute, but he's not, you know, so dreamy. But, oof, that picture. I invite you all to check that out.
Oh, you know who else is so great in this is or I mean he's great, but the writing is so funny that they have Tolkien, the Lord of the
Yes.
Rings writer in this. It's so funny and that he's talking about the orc language and just the fact that he's just randomly in this is so good. I'm a
Well,
big Lord of the Rings fan and I've been to Hobbiton twice and so that really tickled me.
what the hell is Hobbiton?
Hobbiton is where they shot the movie, where they shot a bunch of the Hobbit scenes in the
Oh.
movie in New Zealand. It's incredible.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gorgeous. It's in New Zealand. It's about 2 hours away from Auckland in a town called Matamata. And they have basically
So the town isn't
recreated.
actually named Hobbiton. They
No, no,
call it that. Okay.
that's what they
I
call
was
it in
like,
the movie.
what a coincidence.
No, that's what they call it in the movie. It's Hobbiton, where the hobbits live in the movie, and they've recreated the entire set. That's where they shot. And I've been twice because I went to two cons in New Zealand, and
Wow.
they took us there, and it's the most incredible place. And you go in, and it's basically like you're in the movie. It's amazing.
That's so cool. And
Yeah.
I have made such nerd progress. I did Lord of the Rings, one of my very first episodes with Richard Hellstern, who is
Oh,
very knowledgeable and
nice.
passionate about Lord of the Rings. So everyone go check that out. I
Yes.
knew nothing about Lord of the
Oh, I'm
Rings.
so glad you watched.
Yes. And now through my nerducation, when Lady Davenport said, "Oh, something, my precious," and Tolkien was like, "My precious," I was like,
Ooh,
I get that reference.
you
I'm
got
s-
it.
I'm in the know now. I've come such a long way. They throw a big party and they have a piano player who sings a song, and I'm hoping you'll consider singing it for Miscast one day. It's called "I Went to the Palace with My Willie Hanging Out."
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
And they take it to the next level. Although they pixelated it, he stands up and he actually has his penis hanging out,
Yeah.
which they pixelated. I would think they would go for it, but maybe it would give them a different rating or something.
Yeah, I would probably give them a different rating. There's a musical theater song. I don't know if you know if I don't know if you know. I think it was cut from a musical maybe in the 70s and it's called Their Things Were Out. Have you seen this? Have you heard this
No.
music? this song. It's
No.
really funny. It's
Writing
really
it
funny.
down.
Yeah.
Is that what it's about?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
It's just like this girl that's like, oh my God, their things were out. The entire, it's a very silly song. I feel like somebody should do it for Miscast at some point. It's very funny.
You're really enlightening me about so many things today.
I'm so glad.
Well, I loved that performance of I Went to the Palace with My Willie hanging out.
It's so good. It's like a Noel Coward song, but much dirtier. It's great.
Yes. Good call. Yes. And that started me thinking about the soundtrack, because the soundtrack to this film is actually very beautiful and
Oh,
takes itself
yes.
quite seriously. It's scored really well, which
Yeah.
adds to the pretension or the Downtown Abbey feel of it all, the PBS feel.
Yes, I agree.
I really loved that. Eric and Rose sneak away and go to a pub. Do you remember the name of the pub?
I forget the name of the pub. What is it called again?
The Dog and Drake.
That's right. That's right.
And who's on the sign for the pub? Snoop Dogg and Drake.
That's right. That's right. Oh my God. It's so silly.
I was very into the signage in this movie.
Yeah, great signs. I mean, just the first sign you see with the incestus ad infinitum. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's so funny that she has to, become one of the Cockney guys to to be cool with them. It's so funny.
I only have one criticism of the movie, and for me that's saying a lot, because I like to be critical, as you know. They do a running gag with a guy who keeps getting hurt, one of the servants. Right. And I've seen it before. It's very Fish Called Wanda. And I just didn't need it. And they brought it back way too many times for my taste. And I was just like, really? We've seen this so many times. So that is
I still laughed. I gotta say,
you did?
I still
okay.
I don't know why. It's terrible. It's terrible to laugh, but it's like the old, slipping on the banana peel. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. When he falls down the cellar door, oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. It's just so stupid.
I don't know why I drew the line there.
That's
because
okay.
here I am going like, diarrhea is brilliant, next level. And then I have a real issue with a guy getting hurt. I don't know what it is. That's my opinion.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Then we transition into our murder mystery.
Oh yes.
And Inspector Watt shows up. And they also do a very long sequence of Inspector what? Inspector Watt. And, and it's a who's on first, and it goes on a long time. It's funny, but a very long time. And he's going over the suspects. And he says, I mean, where was I on the night of the murder? Like, it could have been me. It was so, the way he says it. I love that actor.
He's great. He's so great. Yeah.
Again,
I know. It's like, I just don't have anything negative to say about this movie. I just think it's so joyful and funny, and it just feels like a breath of fresh air. Like, have you seen The Paper, the TV show The Paper?
No.
So it's the spin-off of The Office.
Yeah.
And it's adorable. And I just feel like sometimes that's the kind of entertainment that we need. And The Paper kind of reminds me of this. It's like an American version almost of this. It's super joke heavy, super silly humor. I don't know. It just, like, I feel like sometimes we just need that kind of humor. We don't always need the super highbrow, the super, intelligent humor. Sometimes you just need that stupid slapstick humor. It's so good.
I agree. I'm not a fan of The Office, so then I didn't want to watch The Paper.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
I
you probably
the British
wouldn't like
Office.
The Paper. Okay. I haven't seen The British Office, which is a big faux pas on my part because I love British things, but I need to do that.
Can I make another British recommendation while
Please, yes.
distracted? Have you ever watched Afterlife, the Ricky Gervais show on Netflix?
I loved Afterlife. I loved it.
Okay. All right.
It was so good. Yes. That was not very funny, but not intentionally.
I think it's laugh out loud funny. It's my
favorite.
I
think it's so sad.
It's my favorite thing, which is laughter through tears.
I mean,
He
it is funny, but it's also like I was crying the whole time.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was so hard to watch, but also
Oh, I
very
loved it.
beautiful.
Oh, I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was great. It was just so sad. Yeah.
Yep. So back to our lovely couple. I was amazed at there was actual intrigue, actual emotion, actual romance amidst all of this humor. And the
Yes.
couple is outside. They've chased each other outside and it's pouring rain on them and they're having this lovely moment. And then she says something about like I'll get the gardener's eyes fixed. And they realize it's just the gardener using a hose on them, spraying them. Is that a reference to the Notebook? The
Oh,
rain?
I don't know because I've never seen The Notebook.
I've never seen it either, and everybody
Yeah,
talks about that movie.
I know.
Okay. I think that's what that was because you
Okay.
always see them in the rain in the
Oh, I see.
in the poster. But I just thought that was so funny that
It was so cute.
now that they're wealthy, they can get the gardener's eyes fixed. And
Yeah,
oh, I don't know if I did that moment justice.
it's a
But
great moment.
when Eric realizes, oh, so Eric goes to jail for the murder, but he didn't do it, and it doesn't matter. The plot is so, you know,
Yeah.
just dressing. Funny, I should say dressing, because he gets out of jail just in time to stop Rose's wedding to her cousin Archibald. She's decided, okay, I'll do this for my family to keep the manor. And he runs out. It's like The Graduate, right? He runs to stop the wedding. He stops at a tailor to get a tux made.
Yeah.
And then he comes back out in the tux and continues on his way.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so funny. Oh, we forgot to say also about Rose's sister Poppy and how she leaves for that manure guy. That
yeah.
was so funny. Oh my God. That was one of my favorite parts is like you think she's gonna leave Tom Felton, who's, highbrow and has the money and everything. You think she's gonna leave him for this like hot, young servant or whatever, but she leaves him for this guy that is like the hairiest
He
man
looks like an
alive.
ogre. She
He looks
runs
like an
by a
ogre.
shirtless
Yeah,
gardener, right?
yeah,
And he looks like
yeah,
a Chippendales dancer. And
yeah,
she starts running towards him and passes him and embraces the manure guy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it just has this steaming pile of manure on a wheelbarrow. It's so
And then
good.
he ends up dumping her later.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. I love it.
Oh,
So
it's a
funny.
10 out of 10. I mean, there's not
It
much
really
more to
is.
say. Did we get to
Oh,
all the
oh,
point?
one of my
Yeah.
other favorites is when Rose is reading the One Shade of Gray instead of 50
Yes.
Shades of Gray.
Yes. Yep.
So good because they didn't have 50 shades back then. One. Just one. So good.
It really is a rewatch. It just invites itself. How many times have you
Oh
seen
yeah.
it?
Twice.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
think upon viewing 5 and 6, it would, you would notice even more things,
Oh
even
yeah.
more decor and
Yes.
costume choices. And it's
Totally.
just, she, she wants to go to the pub, but she's dressed like a rich person. And he's like, you can't walk in there like that. So she looks at a laundry line where there are maids' uniforms hanging. And she's like, I have an idea. And then the next shot, she has ripped a tablecloth from the laundry line and turned it into a gingham dress. And she looks like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. And it's
Yes.
obviously we think she's going to grab a maid's uniform and throw it on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
every moment is fully realized. It's so much fun. I don't really smoke pot. I think I like once a year, if that. But this is something that I want to watch if I'm smoking pot because I think I would
That's
just
so funny.
just giggle so hard.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I love also at the end, you see what happens to they say what happens to the people
Yes.
after the fact and everything. And the fact that Rose and Eric go to Blackpool on their honeymoon, like Brits make fun of, do you know Blackpool?
No.
So Brits make fun of Blackpool all the time. They think it's like just the worst, one of the worst places to go. It's not like anything fun. It's just like, it's just a dumpy little town that it turns out is huge for ballroom dancing and has like the biggest ballroom
Oh.
dancing competition in the world. Like
Oh.
people from all over the world go there, but otherwise Blackpool is not really known for much. I'm sure it's better now, but in those days, Blackpool was like the dumps of the dumps, and like they're going there for their honeymoon. It's just that's a very like inside Brit humor thing, which
Yes,
I love.
that I
Yeah,
did not get. I'm sure
that's
there's a
okay.
few of those. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure for me too. Yeah,
Because this did get a theatrical release, I read,
it
really
did.
brief, and then it went to
Yeah,
HBO. Yeah.
right. Yeah, I didn't see it in the theaters. I just saw it on HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it is absolutely hilarious, and you are
it's a joy.
absolutely wonderful. Tell people where they can find your work.
Thank you. You can find me at Justine Huxley on all of the socials. You can find me. I've been doing charity streams on the Six Sides of Gaming YouTube channel for their D&D shows. We have been donating to the charity Give Kids the World. It's an amazing charity. I got to go to Orlando a few weeks ago and meet them at a con, and we did a live show. It's a charity that is very similar to Make-A-Wish. So they take
Mhm.
kids, chronically ill or terminally ill children, and give them an experience and have them live in this village in Orlando. They take them to one of the theme parks or multiple theme parks, and it's really beautiful. There were some kids that came to our show, and we've raised, I think, over $40,000 so far.
Oh,
Just in the past, I think, month. It's been incredible. And so we do usually one or two live streams a month for this charity, playing very silly D&D. Yeah.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You are such a wonderful human being and
Oh,
performer and
I love
nerd,
you,
and
Mandy.
I
You
love you
are
so much.
You are. I mean, I just love being able to do all these shows. Like Miscast is for such an incredible charity for Project Angel Food, and the
Yes.
puppy roll is for Petco Love, and
Yes.
our D&D shows a lot of times are for Give Kids the World. It's really nice to be able to perform and do something you love for a great cause, and that just makes me so happy.
I couldn't say it better. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for
Thank
being one of
you.
my favorite nerducators. Oh,
Yay.
I put this list away, but we have more. We're going to do last one laughing.
Yes, please. I would love that.
Okay. All right. Thank you everybody for listening. Until next time. Perfect.